I live a lifetime every moment when I'm holding you close. Lay your head down on.
What's going on, Salty Crew, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Nicole, and on this channel I talk a lot about how to naturally balance your hormones. I also talk about PCOS and how to reduce the symptoms, and I share healthy recipes. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. Today I'm going to be sharing what I eat in a day cycle syncing edition. Now, cycle syncing, in case you don't know what it is, it's basically a way of eating that supports your hormones for each phase of your cycle. And we have 4 phases of our cycle that happen each month. So we have the menstrual phase, where you're bleeding, your period, the follicular phase, the ovulation phase, and the luteal phase. So starting now, I will be sharing every week a new video on each phase of the cycle and what I eat to support that phase. So we're starting with the menstrual cycle. I am currently on my period, so I'm going to be sharing with you the foods that are really good and beneficial to eat. They have the right vitamins and minerals to support your hormones during this specific time. Now, if you don't know already, our hormones fluctuate depending on what phase that we're in our cycle. So if you're trying to help your period just be easier to deal with, reduce the symptoms of having like really shitty periods in general, or just improve your hormones and balance them, cycle syncing could be a really great thing for you to do. Now, I want to preface this video by saying, by no means do you have to eat every single food that is on the list for each phase of your cycle. It's good to just include like a handful or a good amount, as many as you're able to fit into your eating for that week or those few days that you're in that phase. So I'm going to show you what I eat, and as you will notice, I'm not going to include every single food that's beneficial on that list. I'm just going to include a few things. So make sure you come back here every Monday because a new video will be up about cycle syncing, and that's my new uploading schedule, by the way. If you have been a subscriber for a long time, I know I've been inconsistent for a few years now, but I plan on uploading every single Monday. So for your reference, here's a list of things that are good to eat during your menstrual phase. So you'll see some of these pop up throughout the day while I'm eating. So I'm gonna stop talking and make some breakfast because I'm starving. So while I was cooking breakfast, since I was so hungry, I started snacking on some blackberries and watermelon that I had in the fridge, which are both really great during your menstrual phase. And for breakfast, I'm doing this like tomatoey bean thing. You'll see. But anyway, I started out by sauteing some onions for a few minutes with a little bit of oil and a little bit of water. And after that, I added in some minced garlic, sauteed that for a little bit. And then I added in my drained kidney beans. I just use like 1 can of red kidney beans, some diced tomatoes, some more water, and a tablespoon of tomato paste, some monk fruit sweetener, and a pinch of salt. I think I used about 2 tablespoons of monk fruit sweetener. And then I just let that simmer for like 10 minutes until most of the liquid was evaporated. And in the meantime, I cut up my avocado, and sadly it was not very good. And I just used about 1/4 of that and mashed it on a brown rice cake. And then I squeezed on some fresh lemon juice, sprinkled with some salt. And on top, I'm putting some sardines, which I was very nervous about. It was my first time ever having sardines, actually. But they're very good for you, and they're great to have during your menstrual phase. So I thought I would give them a go. So here I am, gently putting them on my avocado toast, very apprehensive. And this is what the beans look like when they're done. And you can cut the heat and add in some kale, which is also great to have during your menstrual phase. And let it get nice and wilty like this, plate it up, and that was my breakfast. You guys, I am so nervous about these sardines. I don't think I've ever had sardines before. My friend Caitlin swears by them. She's obsessed. And she was like, girl, you gotta try them. And apparently they're good for you. So, and they're on the list for good things to eat during your menstrual phase. So, here goes nothing. I don't really taste them. They definitely smell fishy. Okay, they're really not bad. They don't have a super strong fishy flavor. and they're not too salty. They're not like anchovies at all. And they come canned and deboned. I got them at Trader Joe's. They come in olive oil. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. A lot of people swear by them. Like, I know a lot of holistic doctors, naturopathic doctors, that talk about all the health benefits of eating sardines. So, okay, let's try these beans. Oh, hot. Oh. So good. So good. Sweet, tomatoey, savory. So kale and kidney beans are amazing to eat on your period. So, this is my breakfast. Hope it gave you some inspiration. And I will see you at lunch. For lunch, I'm keeping it super simple, starting out by sauteing these cute little button mushrooms, and I just seasoned them with a little bit of salt. I added in some balsamic vinegar when they were about halfway done cooking, which adds a really nice flavor to it. And in the meantime, while the mushrooms are cooking, I just heated up some brown rice and steamed broccoli, and then I added my mushrooms on top, and then I also added in some leftover avocado from my breakfast. So that's what I ate for lunch. Kept it super simple because I was just feeling kind of lazy and just so freaking hot. So I didn't really want to eat. All right, guys, I just finished my workout with my trainer and I grabbed some sushi. A good thing to eat when you are on your period for cycle syncing is miso soup. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get some miso soup and I'm gonna get some sushi. So I got some miso soup. There's also a ton of fish on that list as well. So if you eat fish or you're a fan of sushi, then the menstrual phase is right up your alley. What the? So I got 2 different rolls. I got a veggie roll, which comes with asparagus, cucumber, beets, and carrots. And beets are also great to eat when you're on your period. And then I just got like a spicy salmon roll. So those are all my sushi rolls and my miso soup. I love sushi. Oh, especially in the summer. Is there anything better? That is so good. And I always ask for extra ginger because there's never enough. Miso soup is so hot, honey. She is hot and steamy. I'm also a big fan of miso soup. It's so good. It's so warm and comforting. I just love soup in general. I eat it year round. Summertime too, baby. So that's pretty much the end of the video. If you want to learn more about cycle syncing, tune in here every Monday. I will release a new episode showing what I eat in a day, kind of guided by each phase and what's good to eat during that time. If you want to check out my other cycle syncing videos and my seed cycling videos, I will leave them down below in the description box. And if you want to do a deep dive into all of this, I highly recommend the book called Woman Code. I'll link it down below. You can get it on Amazon. It's amazing. It goes over all of this stuff in detail, and it talks about each hormonal disorder and how to fix it naturally, especially with diet and lifestyle. And the woman who wrote it, Alyssa VT, is just like a wealth of knowledge. You can find her on Instagram too. She's so great. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, comment down below, and of course, if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe, honey. That's gonna be it for me. Someone's walking by. I always get so self-conscious filming in public. I'm just like, my car is parked right now. I'm just gonna finish my sushi here. All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Take care of yourself, eat good food, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Diet Coke ain't good for the soul. Give me that orange soda. Give me a grape like you see in the movies. Bubble to the top like a smoothie, you'll see. I'll do you like a 9 to 5.